All right, here we go. We are live at the Plymouth Ice Center for a primetime Sunday night tilt. The Storm seeing the Wayzata Trojans for the first time this year in District 3 play. Off and running. Puck in. Ooh, a quick whistle there at the blue line. We'll call it offside. Wessinger, Nolan, and Lefevre starting out on the forward line. Hussey is back on D with Nolan Anderson today. That's Hussey through the middle, gets it to Anderson or Wessinger, who flips it into the zone. As they get chases behind the net, tries to tuck it underneath from a tight angle. Goalie got his pad down in time. Cal almost snuck it in for an early goal. Faceoff will stay in the zone to his right. Wessinger stays out there. Loses the draw. Wayzata comes back quickly up the left wing. Walks right in. Pulls it across. Shot. He misses the net. Manthe came out to do enough to distract him. And off the back wall, it's flipped out to the blue line and a whistle for offside. Whew. Number 10, going to have to keep an eye on him here tonight. He's showed a lot of speed coming up that left side of the ice. So fresh 5 for the Storm. Dill loses the draw. Wayzata dumps it in. And there's number 10 again, who gets tied up by Tubbs behind the net. But Dill does find it, flips it up the wall, past Taylor and out to center. Larson forcing a tough pass, D to D. Wayzata will ice the puck from their own side of the red line. Number 10 had been out there for a couple minutes.
PJ is on it today.
He's ready to go. Oh, boy. And JJ Dill can't win that one either, but Tubbs does have it at the blue line, tries to throw it in front. It hits a skate. Wayzata quickly counters the other direction. A good stick lift by Taylor from behind, turns the puck over, and here comes Dill up the left wing. JJ runs in to a defenseman at the half wall and loses the puck. It's shipped off down the ice. Mac Taylor tries to carry it out from behind his own net, loses it, and then Tubbs comes back to help out. Up the wing to Larson. Wayzata keeps it in the zone. Rogers hits Small off the bench, and Luca carries it out to neutral ice, but then gets tied up. Ooh, man. Good forecheck by Small, almost gets a turnover, and Wayzata can get away with it. And they got 3-on-2. They carry it in, tries to drag it through Scherf, and Hussey will not let them get a shot away. With Evanson on the wall, trying to tie him up. Wayzata gets the puck away again, trying to slip it through. Franson playing with a cast on his left wrist. He's able to flip the puck up to Small. Luca with a shot through a screen from the right circle. Flutters it on net. So Minneapolis again. It's a chance in their own, or in the offensive zone. Face off again, won by the Trojans. They move the puck around behind their own net and around the circle. Number 10 tries to bank it off the boards to himself and just out of his reach. They run into each other, the Trojans do, at the blue line, so Franson will skate it in. He gets past, centers it to Small, trying to get it with the backhand and can only get it up the half wall and down. That'll be another icing call. But number 10 looks like he's double shifting, I think, the center. I mean, they got 3 lines, but I've seen a lot of him out so far for Wayzata. Trojans again win a draw. They're 100% on the faceoff so far, but Nolan almost centers it Goes through Wessinger's legs. Trojans skate away with it into their zone. Wessinger loses his footing. Centered through, and good stick lift by Rogers in front of the net. Oh, Nolan tried to chip it off the wall and chase, and Wayzata won't let him pass. Oh, good read by Wessinger. Misdirection, and centers it to Seth Nolan. Number 5, back checking hard. There is a delayed penalty. Cross check. Storm are going to go on a power play. Yeah. I missed that live, but
He checked him and looked at the ref.
Oh, okay, so first power play for the Storm. Good face-off win by Evanson. Tubbs skates in, a shot flutters wide of the blocker side. Picked up. Taylor tries to throw it on net. Goalie had a clean read on it, gobbled it up, but a couple of good chances off the drop for Minneapolis early in this power play. Dill gets tied up in the circle. Larson comes to play it. Tubbs throws it on net. Oh, it's tipped by Dill and just goes over the top. Great tip. Goalie never saw it. Dill picks it up. Larson, short angle shot, a save, rebound. It goes wide. Taylor on the back door couldn't find it to tuck it in the open net. Tubbs again through a screen. It hits guy in front. Oh, Larson gets tied up as well, trying to go for the rebound. Scherf walks right into the hash marks, misses the net high. Dill picks up the rebound off of the glass, and he'll skate it up the wall. Backhands it through the middle. Larson does have it on the stick. Chase's shot deflected wide. Wayzata hanging on for dear life. Tubbs walks it into the slot. Now carries it all the way in. Shot, save, rebound coming up. Oh, baby. 5 good shots with the Storm on the power play. None of them beat the goalie so far. But we still have 30 seconds left in the man advantage to try and cash in. Evanson, another clean win. Anderson, top of the slot. His shot, save, rebound is, it trickles through the blue paint and goes just wide as it was rolling on end, and Wayzata finally clears the line and gets it down the ice to kill pretty much the rest of the penalty. Number 10 on a forecheck, takes the puck away. Hussey does just enough to prevent that shot from going in. And Hussey winds things up behind his own net. Penalty's over. Franson gets tied up trying to exit the zone. Now Wayzata enjoying a little possession until Max Evanson comes back to take it away. Send it up the wall for Small, who gets tied up along the boards but is able to get it out to center ice. Wayzata gets it past the forecheck. Now they come in left wing. Shot through a screen, saved by Manthe, and he'll put the glove on top before number 3 can follow his shot. First official shot on net for the Trojans. And the draw will be to Kashala's right side. Goes to the near wall, sent back to the point for the Trojans. A shot ramps off a stick. Goes right into Tubbs' glove, and he flips it up the wall. It's turned over. Lefevre will skate it up over center ice and gets past number 10, but then leaves it for Nolan, who can't find it. It comes right in front, pops up in the air, and big number 5 tries to skate away with it. He's able to get it over to his teammate, who enters the zone. Tubbs trying to break right back out. Lefevre sauces it out to the middle. Nolan almost comes to take it away. And Lefevre does a second time. Again, that pass intercepted, but a third chance Seth Nolan can get it deep into the zone, and they need a change. Trojans up the right, or up the left wing on a breakout. Minneapolis full change. Good stick by Dill. Takes it away and flips it up to Taylor. Little open ice to skate it into the zone. He'll carry it into the corner. Puts the brakes on there as there's a stick line on the ice. Shirt from top of the circle, right into the glove through a screen of Dill in front. Another in-zone face-off for the Storm here. 8th shot on net in the first 6.5 minutes. And Dill gets it back to Hussey. Hussey's shot is blocked, and now Wayzata has open ice to skate with the puck. Scherf trying to come back as best as he can. He draws a penalty. Wayzata still has the puck on their stick, though. A shot saved by Manthe. And Scherf gets a tripping call. They are not going to call a penalty shot. I think the coaches are asking for it, and they have a case, I would say. But not going to happen. So power play for the Trojans now. Off the draw, Small ties him up at the circle and then goes to follow the puck along the half wall. Centered through the middle. Lefebvre gets a stick on it. Is back to the point and sent deep by Wayzata. They lose the puck behind the net. Small waits for a minute. Can't get enough on it to flip it out. He follows it, though, and then gets it out to center ice. Warding off 2 Wayzata players in the process. Being a nuisance on the forecheck, too. He does enough to get back and break things up. Rogers kicks it out, and it goes down, fluttering there inside the zone. He fans on the clearing attempt. Small again with the puck. Gets it into the corner. One-man penalty kill here for Lucas Small. Great effort. Waste half of the time before Wayzata can even get the puck in the zone. Rogers will carry it behind his own net with half a minute left of the penalty, but then he runs into a Wayzata player and gets tied up, gets it out of the scrum. Anderson takes it right back into the scrum. He gets it up the wall, and it comes out to neutral. Franson follows after it. Wayzata cycles onside. Franson again, though, being a menace on the penalty kill, and penalty is now over. Minneapolis back to full strength as Tubbs gets hooked behind the play. Dangles his way out of traffic, flips it up the wall to Nolan. Wayzata comes right back into the zone. Hussey up the wall, Seth Nolan up the left wing. Pulls it back, a shot into the glove of the Trojan goalie again for an in-zone faceoff for the Storm. Draw one by the Trojans, but Wessinger is on him like white on rice and won't let him get out of the mess. Nolan, top of the left circle, that shot missed the net wide. Moves all the way around the boards. At the blue line, Hussey stands him up. Keeps the puck in. Goes behind the net. Wessinger almost picks the pocket. Goes back out. Seth Nolan again kicks it back into the corner. So back and forth by Wayzata. They choose the middle route this time and are able to skate it out over center ice. Oh, baby. Dylan got an elbow high on that one. He's lucky to not get a penalty. As that puck comes off the referee, Larson picks it up along the half wall, but can't skate it anywhere further than that. Back check by Nolan to break up a shot attempt from the high slot. It goes past the D. Here comes Nolan with room to skate. Nolan shoots it, just deflects off the glove to the corner. Larson picks the puck up there, but then runs into 2 Trojans and loses it. Comes around the wall. Anderson gets checked from behind into the glass. Anderson has the puck on his stick. Back to Dill at the point. Oh, he fumbles it. Does enough to slow up the player who was all alone. Oh, Trojan off the bench intercepted that pass. Comes out to neutral. Picked his pocket. There's Jace Larson trying to skate it in. Centers over to shoots. Oh, it's up the post. Nolan behind the net picks it up. Gets it back to Rogers. High slot shot. Save. Rebound. Off the crossbar and over. Are you kidding me right now? Good gracious. Oh, there's a force field around the net. Comes back out to neutral ice. Rogers trying to flip it up the wall. It's taken in by the Trojans. Behind the net goes Anderson. Picked up by Wayzata, who turns it right back over to Mac Taylor. Mac will skate it out and into the zone. So he gets rubbed out along the boards. Under 4 to play in the first, no score. Centering pass hits Evanson in a painful spot, it looked like. That's second attempt, though, goes down for icing. Max is smarting after that one hit him, I think, in an unpadded location. But my word, Minneapolis cannot put the puck in the net with plenty of great chances to do so. 3:38 to go. Trojans come back out over center, flipped into the zone. Number 10 will get there first for Wayzata. Leaves it along the wall. Tubbs won't let him play it. Franson up the boards to Evanson. Evanson 2-on-2 is going to skate it at the defenseman. Chips it by him and will go to claim it in the corner. He's still battling for the puck. Franson centers it. A shot by Small through a screen. Good save by the goalie. He got his pad down. Franson, a heavy back check, takes the puck away and still sitting there on the ice. Tubbs now with room to skate. Warner kicks it in, a shot. Save, the rebound is right there in front. Defenseman clears it to the corner, comes all the way around the boards, kept in by Hussey. Flipped it in with the backhand, another job by Hussey. Keep the puck in the zone, and Evanson just flips it on net for a draw. 14-2 are your shots on goal. 0-0, the more important number. Still the score. Wayzata turns it right over to Minneapolis, but Cal can't handle the puck. Second attempt goes through his legs, and Wayzata comes in through a screen shot blocked by Hussey. It bounces right in front. Number 7 couldn't tuck it in short side, and it comes right there, loose right in front of Kushala, who gets the glove on top as Wessinger ties the kid up in the crease, so he can't get a shot away. Won by the Trojans. That shot blocked, hits a player, comes right there in front, goes through the crease over to Lefevre, flips it up to Nolan, gets a touch on it as it goes in the zone, and then wins the battle for the puck in the corner, and then gets tied up, can't center. Wayzata does throw it out to the red line. Hussey, a little unsteady there, but is able to center the puck to Dill. He gets tied up from behind. Dylan tries to go back to JJ again, and JJ's flip up the boards, hits a Trojan, collects the puck and dumps it in. Anderson will wind it up himself behind the goal line. He gets cut off. It does get the puck out to center ice, though, where Wayzata flips it through the middle. Taylor takes the deflected puck and looks up to pass to Dill. Dill goes center to Larson. It hops over his stick. Jace follows it and battles along the boards. Rogers, diagonal pass for Dill. JJ hoofs it in with the backhand. Big number 5. Rims it around the boards to the opposite point where Rogers flips it over the head of the Wayzata forward. Taylor going to the bench. Wayzata coming back. Good stick by Tubbs. He does take the puck away. 3-on-2 for the Storm. Warner walks in. A shot save with the blocker. The rebound goes to the far wall. Small can't get it. He does have it now. He tries to go tight angle shot. Defenseman clears the rebound with his skate. Here come the Trojans with 28 seconds left in the period. They'll flip it high into the zone. Rogers can't chip it past the Wayzata player coming in up the right wing. It's deep now. Tubbs, 18 seconds to go. Warner goes way cross ice, picked up by Small. So the goalie comes way out of his net. Small has it. Oh, he can't get his shot away though. Back to the point. Rogers. Goalie's back in his net. Shot on net. Save. Rebound. It goes off the back of the goalie and goes behind. Tight angle shot from the goal line is covered up. Good Lord. 18 shots. No goals. Whole bunch of adventure. But they're pressing and they are fighting. So we'll see what they can do in period 2. All right, switch ends for the second. Again, Minneapolis was putting all the pressure they could on Wayzata in period 1. Just couldn't break the seal on the goal. Off the draw, Nolan chips it in. Wayzata can't break out. Wessinger intercepts the pass. More pressure for the Storm. It's Lefevre in the corner. He's digging for it. He tries to find an angle to pass. Referee gets caught up there. Wessinger has the puck behind the net. Wessinger dangle his way through traffic. Tries to center. Oh, D to D, and Scherf and Hussey have a little miscommunication. Wayzata comes to play it, and Hussey knocks the stick out of the kid's hands. He'll just go sit on it with his skate behind the net. It's up around the wall. Scherf will skate with it up the right wing, or up the left wing. He's going to gain the red line. It's in deep. The goalie fumbles it behind the net. Wayzata first to get to it, though. Wholesale changes for the Storm. Some sketchy passing through the middle, but it finds a target. Number 2 skates right in. A shot over the top of Kashala. Missed the net by a good 2 feet. Taylor trying to skate with it. Gets it taken away. And then loses an edge. Rogers Lefevre with the puck. Wayzata gets it in the zone, back to the top of the left circle. Centered in front, a bouncing puck is cleared aside by Anderson to the corner. Behind the net, Wayzata go behind on the pass, and they reverse course. Looking to center in front, a shot, they score. Oh my goodness. Well, it takes some mental strength here for these boys to stay in it. They've been absolutely dominating the entire game. On the third shot in the second period that goes in, and they're down a goal. So let's see what kind of fight they have. Scherf in his own zone loses the puck. Does regain control up the wall to Small. He does get it over to Evanson up the middle. Max puts the brakes on. Throws it through traffic. Oh, he had Franson on the back door, and it hit the stick of number 3. And he's just giving Theo the business in the corner. Theo's able to get it away. Oh, man, a one-handed pass over to Small and just gets a skate. Scherf sends it in. It's intercepted. Wayzata, quick counter up the left wing. 2-on-1 now for the Trojans. Number 10 skates it in. He shoots it wide of the net. It goes hard bounce all the way around for Franson to pick up. Centering pass finds Evanson. Evanson's going to skate it and dump it past 2 big fellas into the zone. Small right there to take the puck away. Walks right in and shoots, and another save by the Wayzata goalie, and it comes out to center. Hussey to Anderson. They switch spots. Anderson gets it taken away. Here comes Wayzata now. Centering through the middle, walks in, a shot, a great save by Kashal. He stuck the left pad out as he was going across the crease. End-to-end action. Seth Nolan brings it in. He gets it taken away from him from behind. Anderson breaks up the initial rush. The puck is bouncing in the slot, picked up by the Wayzata D, and they send it up the wing. The center are now in. Skated in front. Centering pass intercepted. Lefevre tried to skate with it, though, and he got it taken away. It's the shot deflected on Manthe. He's able to get the glove on top. Show tunes here at the Wayzata Arena. Oh, right off the draw, a shot. Missed the net wide. Tubbs high off the glass to Taylor, who's got two guys on him. Deftly maneuvers the puck over to Warner. And now he's going down the ice. He's got Mack loosened behind the defense. Skates it in. Walks in, shoots, he scores! Mack Taylor, great pass by Tubbs and great read by Mackey to see the open ice. And makes no mistake in finishing it. All right, the lid is off the goal. Time to put about 5 more in. Off the draw, Rogers skates up with it. Pancakes it into the zone. Larson, heavy forecheck, almost wins the race to the puck. There's Taylor again. Boys have a little energy now. Dill trying to keep the puck in the zone. Good stick there by Tubbs to keep it in. Wayzata, though, will take it away and skate it up. Rogers banks it off of the head of a Wayzata defenseman. Kept in for a minute, and they do get past the couple of forechecks and now dangle their way past Rogers. Walks in, shot off the crossbar. Oh, they scored. Man, oh man. All right, so Minneapolis has to answer again. Scherf gets tangled up and steps on the puck. Wayzata through the middle. Good back check. Evanson tries to go up to Small. Passes a little behind. From outside the zone, it's flipped up on Manthe, who leaves it for Tubbs. Tubbs' exit pass. Intercepted. Oh, Scherf. Jeez Louise. He's going to be lucky to only get 2 on that. Yeah, right in the face. So frustration penalty there by Scherf. Storm down a goal, now have to kill the penalty. Trojans win the faceoff back to the point. Shot deep over the head of the referee. Anderson off the boards. Evanson trying to chip it past the giant number 3. Can't do it. A little confusion at the blue line, kept in though by the Trojans. So he passed it up by Small, and he tried to skate with it. Oh, it's still loose in the zone. Wayzata, top of the left circle, walks right in. A shot into the glove of Manthe and holds on with a Wayzata player in front. 30 seconds gone in the penalty. Trojans win and draw. Back to the point. It goes back to number 3, who's setting things up. Leaves it for 10. Shot again. Looking for a tip, but never got one. We'll send Evanson out there to take the draw. He at least chases it, but it's kept in. Number 3, a shot low of the ice, save by Manthe. The rebound sitting there very juicy for a minute. Cycle right in through. Good save by Kashala again. And it's cleared out to center ice by Tubbs off of the rebound. Or Evanson, excuse me. Wayzata coming right back at it on the power play. Chips it past Tubbs. Hard bounce off the board. It's sent in front. Kashala was ready for it. Clear to the point. It's tipped from the point wide of the net. The centering pass hits a stick, and another save by Kashala. Another centering pass intercepted. Tubbs has some room. He goes up the left wing. Evanson just dumps it in. Penalty is over. They've successfully killed it. Max continues on the forecheck. Loses his stick. The puck is underneath the player on the glass. I don't know if he realized it or he just wanted to play defense. Oh, shot hits a skate. Had Taylor in front. It's trickled out to center. Anderson has Dill behind the play. JJ can't quite handle the puck, and so Wayzata can regroup. JJ stick handles his way through traffic and tries to put it in front to Taylor. It's cleared out to center. Rogers with the stick. Taylor again sending it behind the net. This time roll effort in front. Oh! Goalie was out of position as he went to play the puck. Anderson keeps it in. Off the pads, a shot. John Larson can't get good one on it. Taylor's going to the bench. Oh, no one off the bench does enough to keep it in. Changing on the fly. That clearing attempt finally gets out to center. Anderson, though, sending it right back in. Stick handle the pass is Seth Nolan. He can't get past the reach of number 5. Yeah, they have two just gigantic defensemen. Do this Wayzata. That's whistled for offside. 7:24. Storm's starting to try and turn the momentum again in their direction. Scherf from the D up to Nolan, who hands it right to a Wayzata defenseman and comes out to center again. Scherf flips it in. Wayzata take it behind their own net. Gives time for Wessinger to get there. Tubbs pinching. He does not win the battle, so now it's 2-on-1 for the Trojans. Saucer to cross just off of the tape of the stick. There's a pileup along the boards. Bodies go down on top of the puck. Seth Nolan can't find it. Wessinger does find it and play over to Tubbs. Tubbs, it's flipped up here with a high stick, so Wayzata lets Evanson touch, or Lefevre touch it. He chips into the corner. He's got Nolan posted up in front. Can't do enough to get it to him. Wayzata will skate away. Can't get past Scherf. Second attempt, Ben takes a fist to the face there. Lefevre gets rushed, loses control of the puck. There's Tubbs, finds Franson off the bench. Theo wasn't quite ready to play the puck. Oh man, tough change there by the Storm. Evanson gets tripped. There's going to be a Minneapolis power play. There's 13, lost his stick, lost his glove, and lost the ability to play for a minute and a half with the trip. Chance to tie things up exactly halfway through the game here, 2-1 Wayzata. Last power play, they got as many chances as you could ask for, just couldn't put it in the net. Let's see how they do here. Wayzata wins the faceoff though and shovels it behind their own net. Number 3 trying to get it past Larson there behind, or Evanson behind the net. It's Hussey at the left circle. Flutters through, ends up in the slot. Wayzata trying to go on a breakout. They turn it over. Anderson with a shot. Save with the blocker. Rebound goes to the corner. Evanson gets there. Goes out to the point. Hussey with the backhand gets it into the corner. Wayzata, though, plays it first. Their clearing attempt fanned on, but Franson has to come back and set things back up outside the zone. Small will take things in. He gets it taken away from him. Hussey again setting things up outside the zone with halfway through the power play. 40 seconds left on it. That pass for Evanson. His shoots through his traffic. A save with the stick. The rebound picked up by Max. behind the net. Goes back to Hussey at the point. Hussey shoots and it hits the defense right in front of Evanson. Gets a shot on net. Oh, it bounces right there for Franson. Gets it back to Hussey. Top of the slot. A shot. Save the rebound. Small couldn't tuck it away before it goes to the corner. Here we go. Ice is tilted now. Luca. Oh, he chooses to go back into the defense. It comes back out to Anderson at the point. Shots blocked by number 3 to the corner. Hussey chooses to regroup as the penalty is over. Up the wing is Larson. Chase can't get past big 3. Oh, there's a penalty up. Taylor took one to the back of the head, number 3. Rogers with a shot. It's kicked to the corner, and the whistle blows for another power play. Big number 3 is second cross-checking of the game. Part of it is he's just head and a half taller than everybody else, so his hands are where the head is for many of the Storm players. But another good chance for Minneapolis to tie things up. Dill wins the draw. Back to Rogers. Tubbs at the point. Dumps it in off the glass to Taylor. Rogers outside there. A shot! Oh! This hits the stick of the goalie. Goes to the corner. Rebound claimed by Taylor, but then he dawdled with it a little bit, and it goes down the ice. Should be icing. If it gets there, it will not. It was fluttering too much, so Tubbs has to come back and play it. Warner skates past the first forecheck. He's going to carry it all the way into the zone. Walks in. A shot is deflected over the top of the glass into the netting. .336 in the second. Comes right to Taylor off the draw. Rogers dumps it into the corner. Larson gets there. It's got Dill posted up in front. Looking for options. Goes to Taylor behind the net. Mack will cycle it out to Rogers at the point. We'll go back and forth along the left wall. Trying to center it. Hits a stick. Wayzata can clear the lines out to center ice. Rogers cross ice to Tubbs. Offside was Mack. .30 seconds left in the power play. The blue line, Wessinger splits the defense with that pass. Oh, Scherf loses his footing for a minute and gets it up the wall to Nolan, but Seth can't handle the pass. And now Wayzata up the wall to Scherf again. Scherf goes through a bunch of players back and forth. This time Ben will hoof it in with the backhand, get it deep, but the penalty is over. Nolan intercepts the clearing attempt, sends it right back in behind the net. Puck is loose for a minute. Wayzata is able to break out and go cross ice. 2-on-1. Scherf was caught deep. Shot! Oh my God! What a save by Kashaw Anthony with the glove. Woo! Keeping his team in it. 2-1. Off the draw, taken away by Small. He's going to skate through the middle. He's got past the defense. He's loose in front. Shoots, he scores! Lucas Small all by himself ties the game at 2. Threw him a changeup there. The goalie was waiting for it to go high. All right, 2 minutes left in the second period. Wayzata last time answered quickly. This time Small is not going to let him try a bouncer on that. A little tricky one. So it took a short hop. Goalie was up to the task, though. Evanson will come out to take the draw. Oh, dangerous one. Wayzata finds it. He skates up over center. Onside through the middle. Trying to get past Franson. Uh-oh. Oh, they lose the puck, though, in front. Oh, it comes back to Small. He's one-on-one. He's got some open ice to go. It's Evanson onside up the left wing. Chooses to go back to Anderson at the point and fan on the pass. Fortunately, Tubbs gets back to play it. Skates it up the wall, but now he's caught deep, and it's a 3-on-1 for the Trojans. Minneapolis was on a change, a centering pass, a shot. Scherf got back and just in time. I think he took some steam off that pass. But that shot, Franson, cross ice for Taylor. It's offsides. Oh my gosh. Oh. The idea was right. The execution not quite up to task. Mac was in alone. With the draw, Wayzata trying to take it away. Larson won't let him. JJ comes back to pick the puck up. He's got Taylor coming on the back door. The shot, save the rebound, floats in front. Along the scrum, Larson tries to peel it away. Dill does find it. Walks right in. Oh, he tried to center. Taylor had retreated to the slot instead. And now it's turned over. Here come the Trojans on a counter. Gets past Scherf. Tubbs gets a stick on it. And, he's fortunate he didn't get a penalty there. Wayzata still has the puck right in front. Oh, man, they cycled it through the crease. Pass goes back to the point. A shot pad saved by Manthe. Goes big rebound out to the wall. Sticked out to center by Taylor. Through the middle. Wayzata a little confusion amongst themselves. Ends up in the zone for a minute, but Taylor is able to clear it out and down the ice. 5 seconds left, maybe one last rush for Jace, but that'll be the end of the second period. So tied at 2. Looking at Wayzata's record in district play, they are 2-2 with 5 ties. So this is a game they're familiar with, I think. Minneapolis, though, trying to get one more. We'll see it in the third. Oh, my. All right, back for the third period here. Score tied at 2. Off the draw, it's sent up the wall. Wayzata skates it in, but Hussey won't let him by and can clear it out to center ice. Steph Nolan gets a stick on the entry pass. And then he goes and finds the puck along the wall. Dump-in attempt hit the Wayzata player. Picked up by Anderson, who gets taken away. Anderson does a nice job with the body. And it's flipped up. Now there's some open ice for Wessinger, but he can't get to win the race to the puck. Takes it away, though, and there's Nolan behind the net. Leaves it for Wessinger. He's going to walk right in, take a shot. It's ramped up off a skate, goes over the net. Hard bounce around, and Wayzata quickly countering through the middle. Hussey reads it well, takes it away, sends it to the far boards. There's Nolan with a lot of open ice in front. Seth takes it and shoots it over the top of the net. It looked like one of those times for the patented Seth Nolan wind-up slapper. Intercepted by Lefevre. Evanson behind the net. Takes it right back into traffic. Pass back to Tubbs is deflected, but Warner gets there to dump it into the opposite corner. Tie up along the boards. 4 players battling for it, and then squirts right out. Theo Franson almost found it in the scrum. It's Evanson in the slot, a shot. It a little ethos over the top of the net, almost dropped in. Franson again, heavy forecheck. Forces it to be turned over. Oh, they're going to the bench to change, so Warner's going to take some open ice, gains the line, throws it in off the base of the net. Franson goes to try and play it. And it gets past Tubbs down the ice. Evanson, blind backhand, gets it up to Rogers, who that's offside. Chances are there. It's got to cash in on 1 or 2. Face-off won by the Trojans, but it splits the D and goes all the way down in the Minneapolis zone. Wayzata can't get it past. It's taken away. Pass across. Oh, it hits a skate. Cleared out to Hussey at the point. Oh, he hit Franson right in the face with his shot. Here comes Wayzata off of that 2-on-1. Pass in front, a shot. Saved by Matthew. The rebound is covered up by Kashala on the back door. Almost another one against the run of play. Actually, all 4 goals have been scored kind of on counter-attack, breakout, end-to-enders. This puck goes behind the net. Rogers finds Larson. Goes cross-ice, read by the defenseman. They'll intercept it. Walks in, shot saved by Kashala. Rebound is right there, and it's cleared to the wall. Comes back through a screen, a deflection on net, saved by Kashala, and then the rebound comes to Larson. Here comes a counter 2-on-2. Larson's going to skate it right at the D, and he's got to buy him. He's getting hooked. There's a penalty in the air, and then shot by Jace to take him on and get a penalty. Nothing he could do but grab on and go for a ride. Big chance here for Minneapolis to get on top for the first time in the game. Riding dirty is an appropriate choice there, I think, for the music. There's a tie-up in the circle. Taylor comes away with it. Trying to wrap it around. Anderson came all the way down, set up in the slot, and now Larson, ooh, good stick by Rogers. Larson, Taylor tries to shoot it. J.J. Dill goes down. Oh, man, he looked at Jason front. Dill will walk right in. Shot blocked. Goes behind Taylor. Goes back to Dill. To the point. D to D. Here's Anderson. Walks in. Shot saucers way wide. Rogers chooses to stay back this time, and Wayzata will skate it out to center. Dill takes it away on a back check. Minneapolis changing. There's 6 guys. They're going to call it. I mean, questionably, honestly, like he couldn't see behind him. That's really a tough call, I think. But the call was made, so 4-on-4 for a half a minute or 45 seconds. Puck goes down. Small was going after it. Trojans get onside. Through the middle, it ends up on his stick. Walks right in, a shot, he pulls it wide of the net. Comes up to the opposite wing. That pass through the middle, blocked, and now Small, trying to skate it past the defenseman and loses it in his skates. Luka does intercept that pass, and now 12 seconds left on a 4-on-4. Scherf goes cross ice for Small. He's got a lot of room. Luka walks in, a shot low to the ice. This time the goalie got the pad down, and now Wayzata on a power play for 45 seconds. It's turned over, though. Evanson, Lefevre, and he'll just dump it in instead of finding Small on the backside. It's okay. Luca takes the puck away, though, on the forecheck. Once again, one-man forecheck, killing some time on the kill. Again, comes out to Tubbs now at center ice, and he'll just be happy to take it into his own zone and continue to bleed some clock on the kill. Hussey can't handle the pass, and he'll just shovel it out to center ice. Wayzata has to wait for onside, and they just give it right to Max. Evanson dumps it in. That should be most of the end of the penalty. Evanson again on a forecheck. They're going to win one of these forechecks and score a goal. Oh, dear. Almost another 6 men on a change. There's Nolan, who blows a tire behind the play. Gets back to his feet, though. Finds Hussey. Dylan Hussey skates it up the left wing, and he gets it up to Seth Nolan, who's going to skate it in. Hussey trying to fill a lane. Seth chips it behind the net. Takes it there. Tries to center. Hits a skate. Kept behind by Wayzata, and they turn around and wrap it to the other side of the ice. Given away. Anderson can't get there to keep it in the zone. Hussey, though, will find Evanson up the left wing. He skates it past. Carries it into the corner. Franson's getting tied up in front. Anderson goes cross ice. It's behind Small. Rogers through a screen of his own player. Evanson, though, picks the puck off the boards and tries to go back to the point. That hits a couple bodies. Wayzata will break it out. Oh, careful with the stick, boys. Evanson, fortunate not to dump that kid. And there's Franson behind the play. Leaves it for Nolan up the wing. That's Seth Nolan. He chips it by one guy. Chips it by a second guy. And eats a shoulder. There he comes. Larson. Larson shoots into the glove. 8:12 to go in the third. Off the draw, goes to the near wall. Wayzata claimed first of the puck. Tubbs, this pass hit Taylor. Is able to regain control of it. Up the wing, Taylor steers it into the zone. Dill on a forecheck. That one chucked it into the bench. And Minneapolis really forechecking with effort and aggression, causing a lot of turnovers and nervous puck play by the Trojans. It's a matter of time before they find one on their stick with something they can do with it. Wayzata winning a lot of faceoffs here today, though. It's not giving Minneapolis a lot of chances on those draws inside their zone. Centering pass behind number 10. Dill can't pick up the loose puck. Tubbs does. He'll saucer it off of the leg of Taylor. Wayzata through the middle. It's intercepted by Dill. Trying to go cross ice. Two guys there for the Trojan zone. They intercept. And they go up the left wing. Here comes number 10. Pulls it back, and a good job by Scherf to take the stick. And that one, again, goes into the bench, this time outside of the Minneapolis defensive zone. So face-off at center ice, 7:20. Through the middle is Franson, who finds it. Oh, man, and he couldn't find Small on the left wing, who had some room to skate. Minneapolis sending three guys forward to forecheck. Wayzata gets past them, and they skate it up the wing. Flip it into and behind the net. Centering pass intercepted by Max Evanson. He'll now skate with it up over center. Drop pass for Franson. A shot. It's deflected. I don't know how much Theo can get on it with the cast on his wrist. So that back to the point. Scherf. Pass goes behind Hussey. Dylan through the forecheck up the wing to Evanson and Small. Wayzata wheels around. Here comes Anderson off the bench, though, to pinch and keep the puck in. He just gets Heisman down to the ground. And he's got to make sure he's... Oh, good job. He picked his pocket from behind. Anderson dangles his way in. He shoots. Oh, stick save over the top of the net. Cleared out to center ice by Wayzata. Rogers back there. Finds Small quickly on a break-in attempt again. He can't stick handle his way into the zone. Hussey will go the other side. Rogers from outside the zone puts it on net. And the goalie glove goes on top with under 6 to go. Into the corner goes the Wayzata. Oh, player falls down. Anderson can win the puck, and Nolan going to chase after it, but can't quite maintain control. It's loose there. Seth, oh, a shot blocked over the top of the net again. Anderson all the way down up the half wall, trying to get it deep. It's taken away by Wayzata. They come out one-on-one. Rogers won't let him by. And he ties up 2 Trojans. If he can get the puck out of the scrum, they can't. Wayzata does. Skates it right in. Good job by Scherf to come over and prevent a shot on net. Nolan tries to go through the middle of the Fever. He's on the last legs of his shift. Scherf up the wall. It's Taylor. Can't find the handle. Loose in the middle. It's J.J. Dill. He gets it taken away. Scherf comes up and plays it. Now Scherf leaves it for Dill. It's behind him. And he and Larson run into each other. Wayzata quickly countering the other way. They send it down the ice. They had gone to the bench. Here we go. Up the wing for Larson. Larson can't handle the pass well enough to skate with it, so Wayzata will take it away. Wayzata runs into Scherf, but comes another player who skates it in the zone past Dill. Below the goal line. Good job by Tubbs to come over and present a wraparound. Back to the point, though. Shot is tipped, goes wide. There's a penalty coming up. Oh, man. Could be a second penalty if you wanted it. Delayed penalty on the Trojans. They're going to... So another cross-checking penalty. Another power play for the Storm. 4 minutes left. Evanson, Small, and Franson out there with Anderson and Hussey. Face-off win by Evanson. Hussey a shot. Oh, Small on the back door. Couldn't get it out of midair. Anderson comes down from the point to play it. Evanson in the corner evades the player. It's Nolan Anderson. Back to Max. It's Small just posting up in front. Evanson back to Anderson. A shot low. The ice save. Rebounds right there. Franson can't get enough wood on it to put it on net. Wayzata comes back shorthanded. Split the D. Walks in. A shot. Saved by Manthe. It's underneath them. Picked up by Hussey. They're cut 5-on-2 now. Up the wing. Small leaves it for Franson. Theo with the shots. Blocked behind. Oh, Luka tried to bank it off the goalie from behind the goal line. Wayzata recovers in time, and they come out up the left wing. Send it past Hussey. It's going to be behind Kashala. Wayzata leaves it there. Small breaks out. Minneapolis changing behind the play. Franson through the middle. Good back and forth. Small right on short side. He missed it off the outside of the left post, I think, and Wayzata ices the puck with 13 to go on the power play. 2:42 of game time. I don't think the message gets to him if I say it on the broadcast. Off the draw, Everson into the corner. Looking to center. He's going to carry it behind. Rogers coming in. Set in front, and the goalie sees it through a screen. Wessinger eats a stick in the face. Back to Rogers. Power play is over. Rogers' shot is blocked. Goes to the opposite corner. Wayzata content to get it to the point. Tubbs puts it in on net from outside the blue line. Wessinger again, first to the puck. Leaves it for Lefevre, who gets dumped behind the play. Cal still maintains control, but then it's got two Minneapolis players in the same spot. So Wayzata can come back on a counter. Onside, supposedly. Flipped up in the air right into the glove of Manthe. And Tubbs taking a little offense to number 20 being right in front of his tendy. 2 minutes. Draw one by the Trojans. Shot from the points, tipped and goes wide. Taylor first to the puck, but Wayzata gets control of it. A shot from the point, blockered aside by Manthe. Larson will get the puck. And he'll send it through the middle. Goes cross ice for Taylor. It's behind him. Mack neutralizes it there along the boards. Still stuck underneath some skates. Flipped over to Hussey. Hussey up the wall for Larson. It's deflected by the Trojans. They get it out to center. Hussey coming up to the red line to play it. Takes the puck away, leaves it for Jace Larson. Larson gets rubbed out by number 20. Larson again now with some room. Cross ice. Jill walks right in. Shot! Oh, a glove save by the Wayzata goalie. Trading off. Wizardly glove saves on both ends. 1:07 left to go. Through the middle shot, a small shot off the draw, hits a body and never made it to the net. Anderson comes down to pinch. It's taken away. Evanson takes it right back into the scrum. He gets tied up, loses the puck, loses his footing. Wayzata goes cross ice behind their player. Rogers at the red line dumps it in, but not deep enough. Wayzata quickly countering. Evanson plays the puck high off the glass. Evanson now skates it in and then gets taken away. 38 seconds to go. Wayzata skates it into the zone. Tied up. Good job by Franson to come over. Take the puck away. Theo trying to go cross ice. That pass deflected. So go back down for Rogers. 21 seconds left up the wall. There's Small with one more rush. Franson filling. Goes across to Theo and can't toe drag it past Big 3, who chips it up the wall, but then he trucks Franson. And that's the third penalty for number 3. I think that is all you can do in this level, I think. It would be nice if we could do that, right? I don't think we can in district play. 6.7 seconds left with the man advantage here. Tied at 2. Dill trying to dig it out, and he can't. Wayzata's just going to take it to the corner and eat the rest of the clock. So a 2-2 draw is the final score. Very unsatisfying, but at least it's a point, I guess. Wayzata with their 6th tie of district play. It's amazing. Boys fought hard. Played really hard, had a lot of chances. Got a little snake bit, but they played hard and take it into the next game against Hopkins later this week.